Thanks, Chris. Good morning. If you're getting on the buses, just a couple of detours out there in the city. It's B37. NJ Transit has possible delays and detours on bus route 76 and 163. If you're getting on the subways, we have overnight track work out there on the 1, 2, 3, 4 EFM and Q lines. So those delays and service changes will be out there for about another hour. And you do need to move your car today. Alternate side of the street parking rules, they are in effect. We'll have your next weather and traffic update on the 4s.
Okay, Lauren, thank you. Lauren?
It's rolling, with the exception of a few places, and Tracy Strahan's out there keeping us updated on this as well. But this will be a headache for quite a few heading to the Holland Tunnel this morning or to Jersey City or trying to get to Bayonne. 78 eastbound or the Turnpike extension, Newark Bay Bridge completely shut down eastbound from the Turnpike over to the Bayonne exit for emergency construction. And that's until further notice, likely to be out there all day. And Tracy will have more on that. But that also shuts down the ramps from the Turnpike trying to get onto this eastbound at least. So definitely something to keep in mind. We'll take a live look. We certainly have track work out there still on the E and the M. So again, this is ongoing 24/7 until the 31st at 8 a.m. But E trains are rerouted to the F line between Roosevelt Avenue and West 4th in both directions. M train service remains suspended with the exception of the shuttles. And again, that's something to keep in mind because that affects a lot of people as well. Alternate side of the street parking rules are in effect. We'll have more weather and traffic coming up on the 4s.
All right, Lauren. Quiet so far this morning. What's going on?
They are quiet. No accidents to report on at this hour, but we have a major construction project that's going on. And Tracy Strahan will have more in just a little while. But the Turnpike extension is completely shut down eastbound. So that's out between the Turnpike and the Bayonne exit. So the Newark Bay Bridge there, the ramps from the Turnpike also closed to the eastbound roadway. So this is going to be a bit of a headache for those of you trying to get to the Holland Tunnel. You'll need to use truck route 1 and 9, or if you don't mind paying the extra toll, you could always go over the Goethals Bridge into Staten Island and then over the Bayonne Bridge, getting back into New Jersey, no toll there. So that's an option for you. We'll keep you posted. Then if you're getting on the rails, LIRR has a broken rail near Queens Village, so I'm seeing some delays because of that right now. I'll let you know if it gets worse. Otherwise, major commuter lines are doing okay. We'll have more weather and traffic ahead on the 4s.
Okay, Lauren.
If you're getting on the subways, overnight track work is out there on the 1, 2, 3, 4 EFM and Q lines, so expect delays and service changes, maybe me dropping my remote for about another, I think 25 minutes. Then if you are getting on the buses, we have a few detours out there. Butterfingers today. The B37 in the city, NJ Transit bus routes 76 and 163 could see some delays and detours along Route 17. And we will be talking about this a lot today. The Newark Bay Bridge closure eastbound, emergency roadwork out there from the Turnpike over to the Bayonne exit. That shuts down the ramps from the Turnpike as well. So you'll need to stick to truck route 1 and 9 to get to the Holland Tunnel. And alternate side of the street parking rules, they are in effect. We'll have more weather and traffic, and I will keep this in my hand coming up on the 4s.
Got to hold on tight. Turn over to Lauren Scala for that.
Yeah, well, the weather is now affecting the commute. We have a broken rail on the LIRR, so you can expect possible delays and cancellations, but I'm just going to go over to the LIRR map to show you where this is. It's at Queens Village, so now they're only operating one of the 2 main lines, so you see just how many come in. You have the Ronkonkoma branch, the Port Jefferson branch, the Oyster Bay branch, everything. Port Washington bypasses it, but you can see that the best way to go, if you can get over to the Babylon or Montauk branch, that will bypass and take you straight into Jamaica, but this is going to be a headache this morning. They already have crews out there working on it in this frigid weather. I'll continue to keep you updated. We'll have more weather and traffic coming up on the 4s.
All right, Lauren.
Delays and service changes, maybe me dropping my remote for about another, I think 25 minutes. Then if you are getting on the buses, we have a few detours out there. Butterfingers today. The B37 in the city, NJ Transit bus routes 76 and 163 could see some delays and detours along Route 17. And we will be talking about this a lot today. The Newark Bay Bridge closure eastbound, emergency roadwork out there from the Turnpike over to the Bayonne exit. That shuts down the ramps from the Turnpike as well. So you'll need to stick to truck route 1 and 9 to get to Avenue and West 4th in both directions. M train service remains suspended with the exception of the shuttles. And again, that's something to keep in mind because that affects a lot of people as well. Alternate side of the street parking rules are in effect. We'll have more weather and traffic coming up on the 4s.
All right, Lauren. Quiet so far this morning. What's going on?
They are quiet. No accidents to report on at this hour, but we have a major construction project that's going on. And Tracy Strahan will have more in just a little while. But the Turnpike extension is completely shut down eastbound. So that's out between the Turnpike and the Bayonne exit. So the Newark Bay Bridge there, the ramps from the Turnpike also closed to the east. Thanks, Chris. Good morning. If you're getting on the buses, just a couple of detours out there in the city. It's B37. NJ Transit has possible delays and detours on bus route 76 and 163. If you're getting on the subways, we have overnight track work out there on the 1, 2, 3, 4 EFM and Q lines. So those delays and service changes will be out there for about another hour. And you do need to move your car today. Alternate side of the street parking rules, they are in effect. We'll have your next weather and traffic update on the 4s.
Okay, Lauren, thank you. Lauren?
It's rolling, with the exception of a few places, and Tracy Strahan's out there keeping us updated on this as well. But this will be a headache for quite a few heading to the Holland Tunnel this morning or to Jersey City or trying to get to Bayonne. 78 eastbound or the Turnpike extension, Newark Bay Bridge completely shut down eastbound from the Turnpike over to the Bayonne exit for emergency construction. And that's until further notice, likely to be out there all day. And Tracy will have more on that. But that also shuts down the ramps from the Turnpike trying to get onto this eastbound at least. So definitely something to keep in mind. We'll take a live look. We certainly have track work out there still on the E and the M. So again, this is ongoing 24/7 until the 31st at 8 a.m. But E-trains are rerouted to the F line between Roosevelt bound roadway. So this is going to be a bit of a headache for those of you trying to get to the Holland Tunnel. You'll need to use truck route 1 and 9, or if you don't mind paying the extra toll, you could always go over the Goethals Bridge into Staten Island and then over the Bayonne Bridge, getting back into New Jersey, no toll there. So that's an option for you. We'll keep you posted. Then if you're getting on the rails, LIRR has a broken rail near Queens Village. So I'm seeing some delays because of that right now. I'll let you know if it gets worse. Otherwise, major commuter lines are doing okay. We'll have more weather and traffic ahead on the 4s.
Okay, Lauren.
If you're getting on the subways, overnight track work is out there on the 1, 2, 3, 4 EFM and Q lines. So expect